everything's included.
Yeah, I think we have made it in. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the IOWL Miners. My name is Light, joined by Chaos. Tonight we are hosting the Royalty Kings versus Night Owls semifinals tier 3 game tonight. Winner moves on to the finals, and it's going to be pretty exciting for us. What do you think, Chaos?
It's going to be a very hard-fought win tonight between Kings and Night Owls since they both made it all the way to the end. So this is going to be a really aggressive match, like two Reinhardts smacking their heads together trying to make it to that final round.
Yeah, from what I remember, Night Owls and Royalty Kings have some very strong like tank lines, so it's going to be a little stressful to watch, I think, kind of fighting for that last seat at the table, but I don't know. As our resident psychic, do you have any predictions on what we might see for Lijiang first up?
Um, for Lijiang Tower, possibly. Well, I think Lucio's kind of a given for the map, just because control maps you need that Lucio speed boost. As
Hmm.
far as tanks go, we've seen Reinhardt used almost faithfully on every map, not just control points. We've seen a lot of Diva in the league in the playoffs so far, but other than those two, maybe Azaria or maybe excuse me, the occasional like Orisa or Sigma to maybe double shield tanks and maybe put Reinhardt on the bench for a little bit. But as far as DPS, I don't really have any knowledge yet. I usually use this first map to determine what their playstyle is, and then I usually go from there.
Well, I'm hoping we're seeing some interesting stuff today, but it looks like they're ready, and we're going to start with Lijiang here. Thank you. The anticipation, it's a little. I don't know if you can hear me rubbing my hands together. I'm like excited to see how this goes. We do have the Go Kings in the chat for them today, so we have some org backup, I think, in our Twitch chat.
Looks like we saw for a brief half second from Kings. I think I saw a Diva and a Baptiste for half a second as far as a character choice, but maybe we'll see that. I know there's quite a few sniper positions for Widowmaker on this map. It's kind of away from the point, and usually all the fights take place on point, but I can see her being useful here if she has the right angle.
Agreed. I think Diva ends up being pretty strong here because of the mech. Even with mech loss, she ends up being a viable body here. So I think if they were to go ahead and fight it out, they would be pretty stable. But it looks like we're going to get some Symmetra play on both sides, which is always an interesting thing to get from this point. It's a little nervous when you walk in there and you start getting roasted.
Yeah, and it seems I chose correctly with Zarya again this time. Of course, Reinhardt was the natural pick on both sides, and then Zarya. I swear, sometimes maybe these people do hear me giving my input and they just run with it. I don't know if I have that magic gift, but that's what it seems like a lot of times. Wow, there we go, staying right into it, right on the point.
Yeah, coming in real strong. Royalty Kings just kind of knocking it around.
Full cleanup from Kings instantly.
That was instantaneous. Like just before the point even unlocks, they smash their way in, and
Yeah, both teams teleporting right up top through both windows and just jump right on the Kings. I believe got there half a second faster and caught Owls looking the other way. Teleporter blown up above the point. They are going to run with the Pharah Pharmacy combo from Night Owls. Nice job from Absol getting... I'm expecting to see a lot of strong plays from Absol here because he is a very confident DPS player on Night Owl's side. It looks like they are going to take possession here.
yeah, both Reinhardts went out front. They had a little fight, but it ended up flipping pretty. This is going to be a back and forth. I think it's going to kind of go pretty head to head. It's very strong plays by both teams here.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be one-sided match. because both teams make it all the way to the finals. They've both gone through a lot. Wow. A full cleanup from Night Owls. Wow.
IOWL looking
nice
strong on the Pharah.
Yeah, very nice placement from that Baptiste ult right there in the doorway, so Kings couldn't even press forward without running into it. Looks like Kings are going to go around the far left side. All coming in for Kings, so now Kings are going to push forward with that. Reinhardt's off on his own, he's going to get picked off, he doesn't hurry.
Oh, Mercy went for the res and did not make it there, unfortunately, but it looks like Night Owls are moving back on. Or, excuse me. Yeah, am I right? Night Owls.
Yep. I believe it's going to be a flip back in King's favor, and it is.
This is... Whew, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just team kill after team kill on both sides, pretty much. They just get that one pick, and the rest just fall over like dominoes.
It's like the teams are going for like full cleanups every time they grab the point here, but I don't know. We're looking pretty good for Royalty Kings on their ultimate economy, so they're probably going to do quite some great things here in a second.
Wow. Nice job, IOWL. Triple kill from Night Owl side, but it's not quite enough to take them possession of her. But he's got Mercy keeping him in the fight, so I don't know. Mercy taken out, and Mercy goes for him.
Just a scratch.
They're going to have to keep an eye on those symmetric turns from Kings, because those things are going to slow down their movement by a lot every time they try to move in. They only got one push left in them, otherwise this first map is going to go to Kings.
Yeah, they open up with the Mercy Vow, so hopefully they can kind of benefit on the window that she's providing here, but it's looking a little tight here.
Metro wall from Kings. That should be it to give Night Owls the opening lead. Although I don't know, it's still going.
Yeah, as long as Nutter can keep up Reaper, he can probably do some good work here, but they're gonna kind of pile on top of him.
Oh no! King again with a double kill. I don't know, wow, they took it.
Whoa.
Kings took it. I thought Night Owls had it. They had the numbers, they had the advantage, but Kings just switched over to momentum speed with characters like Hammond and D.Va, and they held it.
That was a little scary. It was like back and forth. They go for these clean sweeps, and then they managed to kind of hold on that last, like halfway percentage, and they're looking very good right now, very strong. Like both teams, it can't. Usually, I can kind of have a feel first map because it kind of sets the tone. But right now, this feels, my heart's pumping a little bit.
Yeah, I think even my own prediction skills are going to be severely tested here to see if I can hold up. Even on Night Owls, you see they switched it up to Winston and Roadhog, a very unique combination for tanks at the end of the second map. But so far, it's working. Those symmetric turrets are cleaning up right now, and that's going to be it. Night Owl's going to get the first cap.
The objective is now.
You don't really see a combination like this with two off tanks, very common with no shield. But for that first capture, it worked out in their favor. Maybe it's because Kings weren't expecting it.
It's a little risky, but sometimes the payoff is very big for that sort of thing, but we'll kind of see how it works out for them here.
Yeah, those symmetric turrets in favor of Night Owl, they're proven very helpful so far, because I'm not sure if King I don't think they're intentionally ignoring the turrets, or maybe they just don't notice where they're placing.
Yeah, I think the Kings have their eyes on like more high priority targets. They're kind of trying to take the fight to them, but Night Owls are kind of staying steady here, playing to their strength.
Yeah, right now the momentum is heavily in Night Owl's favor. I'd say it's shifted from 50-50 to about 70-30 or possibly 80-20 in Night Owl's favor right now. Winston does almost have Primal Rage. We do have Roadhog all ready to go. They are gathering up the mass at that door.
Repositioning.
Roadhog coming in. That should get rid of Roadhog, and it does.
Feeling powerful.
Oh, they're going to enable this Winston to kind of get busy here in the back line.
And it's working. They're just shutting Kings down. They can't even get on the point right now.
Yeah, it looks like not a touch here yet, but they still have some time, but it's going to be a little bit tight here as they move into like the last 20 seconds of the round.
Yeah, we do see Ands moving to Echo, the first time we've seen Echo tonight. First blood on King's Row, or Kings on Junkrat. Nice start on that Symmetra. Dalton's up getting 2 DPS kills. But Roadhog still 3 left.
I think MLG is trying to hold on here, keeping his eyes on the Roadhog, but might not quite be enough here. The Winston's getting in our face.
Yeah, this is gonna switch over to Kings, at least it should, and it does. Yeah, those first 2 DPS kills from Salty Dubs on the Junkrat and the Symmetra gave Kings what they needed to take that point.
They have a plan. Teleporter in. They're about to... Ooh, Absol goes down unfortunately pretty quick.
We do see Bree coming back into play. First time we've seen him tonight. I say recruit, but I know his name got changed, but I'm still not used to it yet. I gotta get used to saying that.
Yeah, Charles had Nutter in like their face, just kind of bopping them around, but they kept firing off the healing shots, and I think that's really kind of what held up that fight right there.
Yeah. Hammond's controlling that bridge. They do switch over to the Reinhardt for Night Owls. Nice job shutting that Reinhardt down with the Earthshatter. See a hole? Bomb does get double. And the momentum switched back over in King's Royalty Kings now. Definitely have control.
Team kill.
Is that what, the 4th or 5th?
Yeah, they're just racking them up.
Yeah, I think that's at least 4 tonight that we've had. I think 2 or 3 on the first map, and this is the first one on this one. Roadhog just desperately trying to get those hooks, and he can't get it.
Focus with me.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing some last touch territory here. We got Cassidy ultimate off. He does get knocked off though. Lubu kind of back here cleaning up the slack.
Yep,
Team kill.
Kings. That's number 5, I think. Chat, if you're able to remember how many team kills there were, I think I'm right. I think we're up to 5 team kills now.
Yeah, please.
Confirm that. Let us know if I'm right about that. If it's 4 or if it's 5.
Just they got, I would say maximum 6. I would bet up 1 more. You know, Price is right. It just go 1 more up. I would say 6.
I thought if you went over, you lost. I thought you had to be under to win.
Is it under? Usually some people do it by $1.
Yeah, I thought on that show you had to be under the amount. If you were over, you lost.
You know, when I was watching Price is Right as a sick child, you know, home from school, who knows what I was thinking? I was delusional. Brain not working all the way, but great play from both teams, just back-to-back team kills and flipping of the point, and absolutely, like, great performance from everyone. Whew. Oh, man.
So now that was Kings take the first map on Lijiang Tower. That was a quick and easy one for them tonight. Wait, no, that was only 2 rounds. Wait.
Yeah, only two. They did not go to a third. It was quick in term. Wait a minute.
Wait, we're both confused. I thought Night Owls took that first one, or did they not? No. Did they?
Oh my
Now I'm
gosh.
confused.
Now I'm confused. I am trying to. Did they not?
I thought it was 1-1. I thought Kings tied it up to where it was 1-1.
Maybe. Maybe they
Maybe it
took
went by
that
that
first
fast and
one.
we didn't
Wow.
realize.
If anybody in the chat, if you could quickly remind us of who took the first map, that would be super helpful. I'm trying to remember now.
I thought Kings took it, but maybe they didn't.
Kings 2-0 apparently. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you, Jock. I was those rounds went by so quick. I thought for sure Night Owls took the first one. I know Kings came back from the end and took possession and held it, but that first round went by so quick. I lost track.
I was trying to remember if there was the third map in there, and I could not for the life of me.
No, there was not a third map, so yeah, that was a first clean shutdown. Alright. So, flop. These Night Owls, correct?
They are a Night Owl.
So for the next map, we go to Rialto. I couldn't think of the name. I was still
yeah, you're still thinking about that last game.
Yeah, I was still thinking if I'm going crazy or not.
I was like, did I not? I was wondering if maybe I had been abducted by aliens and I had missed a apparent amount of time. You know, that happens all the time. But like they clean up over there.
Yeah, that was. Whew. Okay, so while we just wait to see if both teams are ready for this one, I have a slight trivia question that I'm going to try to start doing at the end for the next couple of games to see if you guys enjoy it. I have a question. Do any of you know what the actress for Mercy, Lucy Pohl, what she does outside of voicing Mercy? Like, what other side jobs does she do, by any chance? If any of you can tell me some of the stuff she does, let me know. I know one thing she does in her spare time that she's very committed to. I want to see if any of you know what that is.
Maybe she's a real doctor, you know. I actually don't know. We have one confirmation ready to go, but I hope we get to kind of find out what that extra job is before we go into Rialto here. Okay.
I'll give it until the map starts to see if anybody knows what it is. I didn't even expect it when I found out what she does in her spare time, but she's very committed to it and she likes doing what she does.
I'm curious, can I have a little hint? Like, is it animals? Is it in a building? Should I be concerned about space travel?
Nah, I can't really give it away because it would just give away the answer too easy.
Oh man, that must be something very close. Okay. Alright. Well, maybe you might want to hold on to that because both teams are ready to go to Rialto. They're kind of quick here, no changes from Night Owls, but we did end up for Royalty King stepping in Mallard for Charles, so we might see a little change up going here.
So he's stepping in for tanks, so it'll be the first time I've seen him in I see Mallard, and I think instantly of Dr. Mallard from NCIS as that's the first thing that comes to mind. Because it's the same name, so I think of Dr. Mallard. That's all I can think of when I hear that name. Because I've followed NCIS all the way up until its latest season that they're in right now, where we don't have the main host on the show anymore. He retired after, what was it, like 19 or 20 seasons of NCIS. He's finally done.
Mm-hmm.
He put in a lot of time. No more Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Makes me sad.
You know, it's okay. I think you can get a little bit of happiness out of hosting today. This kind of like exciting movement going on from both teams. Royalty Kings leading 1-0, but Night Owl still has a chance here to get on the, you know, scoreboard here for Rialto. But I'm predicting we'll see some hard-fought battles on the little bridge gap where a lot of, you know, sad support mains like myself go to perish.
Yeah. We do see from Night Owls that they are going to run with the Reinhardt and Sigma, which was another kind of offset tank combination that I spoke of before we started the first map. We have the Orisa and Sigma double shield coming in, and Torbjorn turrets, and we know where that's going to go in the back line. It doesn't look like they're going to try to hold the main bridge, at least not right up front for any environmental kills. Nope. They just went right over.
Yeah, we have Super just like moving here, just not afraid of pushing them back, like making all of that space from the first corner.
Yeah, knowing how aggressive King's technique was on Lijiang, Night Owls have to come out with a newfound fury to try to take the momentum away from him. And getting all 3 kills so far. The first 3 have gone to him alone. That boost from Mercy.
Payload at rest. Stays at rest. The payload moves towards its predicted outcome.
Nice kill from Dr. Mallard on Absol. I'm gonna call him that the whole time. I'm just gonna say
Dr. Mallard.
Yeah, I just have to do it just because it makes the most sense to me. Hopefully he doesn't mind. But I don't know if the Pharah is working. So far, Absol's been shut down each and every time on Pharah. I have to find him. Pack visor coming in.
Yeah, Soldier Ultimate. Absol does get out of the sky fast enough here, so thankfully, but he loses his Mercy in the process.
That Soldier has got to be their primary target right now. Just getting him off the field has to be what they gotta do just to move this forward, because he's wiping them out one at a time.
Yeah, like Royalty is at enough of Absol, which is why it looks like they're going, you know, double hit scan to kind of get Absol to a little bit of pressure to get off the fire, but he doesn't seem deterred at all by either of them.
Now, he's still going for it, but I think at this point, being 2 minutes in, I would switch it over, but he does have his ultimate ready, so I think he's going to try to burn that, hopefully get at least 2, maybe even 3 kills out of it, and then maybe switch over to something else. Control turret sitting back there in the back. Molten core coming in.
Oh, great.
Throwing the molten core right in front of that. Oh, can't do that.
Yeah, a great anti on Super, but it looks like, yeah, he finally does fall on that corner there.
That double shield is really strong here for them. If used correctly, that thing is pretty much unbeatable if used the right way.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like Absol might have to kind of throw this barrage and take a switch, because they only have 1 minute left if they're going to kind of keep moving this point around the corner here. They're running out of time. That's kind of critical.
Yeah, they do have 3 ults ready, and so does Royalty King, so probably going to exchange ultimates while trying to move and hold this back. They did go all the way around up top looking to catch them off guard. Nice job, that's almost everybody from King. Wow, 5-man higher kill. Holy cow. That should be it. That should hopefully cap the, nope. It might be enough to cap the point if they can keep Kings at bay. It's going to be a brawl on the point now for possession.
Yeah, we have Super up here kind of making some space here, keeping his eyes on the prize, and we might see, I can't tell, there's so much stuff happening.
I think Kings have it. Yeah, they have it. they held it back. So
Solid hold.
unfortunately, Night Owls did not even get one checkpoint. They made it to the end of the first checkpoint, but they didn't get it.
0-0. Switching sides.
Well, Jock is asking who's casting. I'm Chaos, and I'm joined here with Light tonight. We are both here. Light is a member of Adaptation, and I'm the captain of my own team, Experience Tranquility. We were also entered in Tier 3, but we unfortunately did not make it to the playoffs, so we hopefully will be back next season for season 5?
5.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back for then, and hopefully we'll compete in that one, which should be, the beginning of next year, hopefully, I think?
That's what I've been hearing, so people will have some time at the end of the year to kind of decompress. You know, it's been a very long Season 4. I think Season 4 started over the summer, I think is when I joined, and it's been quite some time now.
Yeah, it was a long, 3 months? It was one game a week for about 3 months. One game, 3 games a month, sometimes 4, depending on when we started. Then, of course, the playoffs, and we're already here in November.
Right, year's basically over.
Yeah, it's been a long year in general. Just 2021's been a long year. Now Kings on their attack, hoping to make this a 2-0 lead in their favor. They do bring the Echo back to the fight.
Yeah, it looks like Salty Dubs is taking the same approach as Super, where he's kind of just pushing them back, and Night Owls are stepping back accordingly. They're going to make this corner, I think, even faster than when they picked up the point themselves.
Unstoppable from Kings. Just everything Night Owl's throwing at them, just not enough to bust through. They gotta regroup real quick. These point ones are gonna take it.
Yeah, Ons and ML6 up here just kind of pushing them away. I think they're just gonna quietly and comfortably push this in, and they make that clear and fast.
Kings just breezed through that without contestation.
Play of the game.
Here's the 5-man tire kill we saw earlier. Nice shot. He waited until they all came down from that Sigma ult and just blew them all away. But even with that 5-man ult, it still wasn't enough to get them that cap. So now that's
more like it.
Yeah, A&S, he definitely earned that card tonight. Putting in a lot of work this game.
You know, that first round, it was kind of like back and forth. But Royalty Kings on Rialto showing up really strong there, just kind of pushing them back, making all of that space. And I think we're just going to see like a continuation of that here as they go to Hanamura, which is match point already, and it's only been maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. Yeah, this is going to be match point, so I know Kings are going to come out fast and hard. They're going to just hit them like a truck and just try to knock them over instantly. I do believe we have to switch sides, correct? Because it's been the same for the first two. It hasn't changed.
Yes, it is time for a flip. Let me go ahead and make sure. Boop. Everybody gets a change. This becomes Royalty Kings over here on the right.
Thank you, Jock, for letting us know we're doing a good job casting for all of you guys tonight. Appreciate it.
Yeah, when he asked, it was like, where's your manager? I was like, oh my god, I started sweating. Makes me nervous. Why are you asking all these questions?
But I didn't answer my trivia question from before we started this map, because maybe a lot of people don't know, but Lucy Pohl is actually a comedian, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, she is actually a comedian. When she's not voice acting for Overwatch or any other job she does comedy in her time. I've followed her page online she I think has a show coming up soon where she's doing it. I believe some of the other cast have witnessed her do her comedy stuff before. I know Symmetra has, Sombra's voice actress has. A lot of them have seen her do what she does, and they say she's very good.
I might have to look that up later. I did not know stand-up comedy was the. You usually never think of what voice actors might do outside of voice acting, but that's such a curious thing. I wonder how funny she is. I'm kind of in need of a laugh.
Yeah, I've heard she's very good. A lot of the voice actors say they enjoyed being at her show, so I take their word for it. But again, this is going to be the final round on Hanamura, and the way we've seen Kings play tonight, I know I've said it the past couple games that I've been in about that Symmetra wall on the first point. I would like to see one team do that just so you could see how deadly that combination truly is, where those turrets are just untouchable. But if we don't see it here tonight, I won't be disappointed, but I'm hoping to see Night Owls turn the tide here and at least bring it to a fourth and possibly even fifth round game tonight, because while this has been enjoyable, it has been relatively short, and we do like casting and doing this as often as we can, and the longer the games are, the more enjoyable I think it is, not just for us and even for the players. I think it's also enjoyable for everybody tuning in to watch the game with us.
You know, for me, I love a good nail biter. I like surprises. In this case, not when it happens to me, but I like seeing kind of like a team kind of turn around and really start like laying it on. Just like if you've ever seen any of our other casted games like Crimson Dragons, like they usually come, not usually, but when they come back after like a second, map and it's looking a little down and they kind of flip the switch on. I don't know what they're turning on, so I'm kind of hoping that Night Owls kind of takes the same route. Maybe they're doing some strategizing right now while we wait for the okay from both teams, but maybe we'll kind of see Night Owls take a different approach here and kind of just start hammering out, what they need to do to kind of make it to the finals. But I don't know. It still could be out here, but match point is a little sweaty, so anything could really happen here.
Yeah, I do want to mention that no matter who wins tonight's game, we do have a second game later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Adaptation versus Error 404. That will be the losers bracket that we have. And the winner of that game will go on to face whoever loses this game that we're casting here for you guys right now. So whether it's Kings or Night Owls, they will have a game next week to face the winner of tonight, which you're on Adaptation, Light, so I'll be there for your guys' game tonight. Hopefully our other caster, Queen, she'll be able to join me to cast that game alongside. And hopefully we'll see you guys advance to where you'll face the winner of whoever loses this game tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I had met some friends maybe about a year ago, this time last year, and we had wanted to start a team, but it didn't quite go well. But I still wanted to play, and someone told me about the IOWL minors, and I was like, okay, well, I'll see, maybe drive my little car around there and see if I can have somebody, pick me up. And it's been like really dope so far. Like the league has been great. I've like had opportunities like this to do casting, and then you and I have talked about like potential teams in the future, and it like for season 5, and there's so much like stuff going on here, like pickup games, and so I'm feeling like a little sense of community. Like I love being involved in this sort of stuff. I'm like a glutton for punishment. So I'm just here like waiting, and we'll be here, but I think it's really exciting.
Just waiting to see if they're both are both teams ready to continue.
Not yet. Currently, Royalty Kings said that they will let us know when they are back. They are currently taking some checks, but we are kind of waiting on the okay from both to continue to map 3.
Yep.
Oh man, stand-up comedy, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the voice actors, they do a lot of different jobs. I know the one actor or voice actor for Soldier 76, Fred Tatasciore, I can't even recall all the stuff he's been in. He's probably done, if not almost every game that I can imagine, he's voiced somebody in it that I can think of. He's going to go down in history as one of the most talented voice actors in history.
There's a lot of stuff going on, but I don't know. Now that like the end of the year stuff is going on, so you telling me finals are next week, like already? Like it seems like finals were pretty far off, and then now they're next week.
I believe they are for Tier 3. Let's see. Let me check that real quick. Yes, they are. Finals are next week, so the games tonight decide who moves on to the final. Yeah, all the games decide who the final game will be for next week.
Yeah, and Tier 2 as well, I believe, maybe has their second to last finals for next week, or semifinals.
Yeah, so it's about 1 week off for each tier, but we're getting down to the end, and we were looking for this, we were waiting for this day to come, because we're all anticipating how much fun the final games can be for the season.
Okay, it looks like the Kings and Owls are ready. Map 3. Here we go.
Alright, this is match point for Kings, or if Night Owls can turn the tide, we'll move on to a fourth map. So far we've seen Ans bring Echo into the fight every time. At least, maybe not starting off as Echo, but they have switched over to it, so I'm predicting we will see the same thing. I think he started off as Soldier. Yeah, he started off as Soldier on Rialto. And if Soldier, I think, doesn't work, he'll switch over to Echo. On Night Owl side, because they're going to be defending the first point, while Kings are on the attack. Azul, that looks like he's going Cassidy. I got it right this time.
Unpredictable.
Looks like they're going to run Orisa and Roadhog, one main shield and one off tank for them. Pipey on Junkrat. And then Ana and Mercy for heals. Kings, they're going to... we see Symmetrous, we know what that means. They're going to teleport right onto the point. That's a given. They're going to go right for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see the Symmetra play coming from Kings here. I'm wondering if they're going to pick top window, mid, you know, however they're going to push it, because this Symmetra is always an interesting choice, so I'm kind of excited here.
I think they might go through the center just because of how confident they are in this forward aggression. But they may go up top. Oh, they went up top. Nice first kill from Roadhog. They're still going right into it. Night Owls backed up just a little bit to give themselves some breathing room. They gotta get rid of that Symmetra on the left. Otherwise we're beaten. Yep, there you go, absolutely. Good job.
And they do take break, but Baptiste is also no longer here, so they are running currently with no supports, and it's going to get a little tight in here.
Yep, nice hold from Night Owls. They almost got one tick out of that, but they did good of staying off the point just long enough to regroup without giving any first ticks to Kings.
Yeah, it looks like Ons did flip over to the Echo, so we're about to see some high-level Echo play going on here.
Yeah, he's very good with Echo. I don't see many good Echoes in competitive that I see. But when I do see them, they're deadly. They know their stuff. If they see a Reinhardt, I never see them take anybody else but Reinhardt for their ultimate. Just because it's so easy to get at least 2, sometimes 3 Earth Shatters if they build it up fast enough.
It looks like King's taking the top route, you know, as much coverage as possible to save energy for that point fight, but let's kind of see how they jump out of the window here and kind of reach down.
Mercy popping out, Reaper's right up top behind them, they gotta turn around and watch it. There you go, Azul, nice job, he intercepted. Anything out of it. Nice job deflecting that Baptiste ult. So far, Night Owls has done a good job of holding them off. IOWL doing a good job of intercepting that Reaper's movements, making sure he can't get behind them.
Yeah, and it looks like Night Owls are having some good ultimates come online here.
Yeah, they got 3 ready to get almost 4. They will have Junkrat's tire pretty soon. And Echo going in from up top window, so Roadhog's going to try to intercept. Here comes the tire from Night Owl, so let's see if he gets it. He does get the Echo, which is a crucial kill for them. Double kill from Roadhog. Very nice job, Night Owl. Doing good so far. Just keep it up.
Yeah, Night Owl's holding steady. I was a little worried that this might go a bit faster than I'd hoped, but it's looking strong. And if you're just joining us quickly, Royalty King's on the board with 2. Night Owl's not quite yet there, but they are holding strong on Hanamura.
Yeah, the Kings still do have a chance to take this point, and they'll get 3 minutes to do. They may get a full hold. Just like how it was on the second map, where Kings just had total control and just momentum that was unbreakable. Now it seems like it's shifted over to Night Owls, and I don't know how they turn the tide, but I think they may be able to hold them here.
They did certainly do a bit of a stagger on the Zarya from Royalty King, so we're going to have to start this last fight without her. But if it looks like they can probably make it in here, they do have quite a few ultimates that are going to be useful for this push.
Yep, here comes Attack Visor. They got all 5 ults they're going to pop here. Yep, wow, every ultimate from Royalty King is in effect right now. I do believe Kings are going to be able to take this.
Super kind of left to get a little knocked around in the corner, and Kings come back, ready to grab this point.
Yep, they were just building up ultimates. They had all but 1 ultimate, I think. I think they popped all 5 there to take that point.
You know, I love a bit of suspense.
Yeah, it could have been a full hold in favor of Night Owls to hopefully give them the not momentum, the confidence they needed going into the second round, but they can still hold this back even now. They have less than 3 minutes. This map, this second capture point is tricky because there's so many ways Kings can just either teleport in or like throw a bob onto the point.
We have a tire coming in from Pipey here. 2 in the back.
Nice pickup kill from Roadhog with Baptiste, and now
Thanks.
King's gonna
Put it on my tab. Thought I saw a ghost.
We have not seen Ashe in play at all tonight.
Right. Yeah, now that you're mentioning that. Usually we were seeing them pretty much last week, but I think people are kind of focusing on what their best heroes are, so they can kind of secure their spot. And maybe there was some experimenting going on, or maybe not favoritism for Ashe, but they're kind of leaning into what works best for them here, it looks like.
Yeah, we have not seen any of the 3 snipers, excluding Ana. The main snipers, Hanzo, Widow, Ashe, we have not seen any of them tonight whatsoever. Attack Visor coming in from Boo-Boo.
They might be able to do a little bit of a touch here, but that Hog ultimate definitely took a bit of energy out of the sails here.
Yeah, Rissa's got to jump on a point to stall. And of course, Rissa. Nice high noon from the castle. They all coming in. That's going to give Kings the opening to at least get 1 tick out of this, possibly even the whole thing. They got full numbers right now. Nice anti-mate from Floppy, but wasn't enough. They do have a tire. They're going to pick up, does get the Lucio from Kings. They still have the Baptiste on the far left, or on the far right.
It looks like Pipey's coming here to toss him around a little bit. Gets taken out by Lubu up top, uncontested up there.
Yeah, he's just rains down fire, but Night Owl's doing a good job cleaning up. Yep.
Yeah, Pikey out here.
Yeah, he's doing a good job with Junkrat tonight. You've seen his best play of the game on Rialto. Almost a 6-man tire kill. Could have gotten it. Things are just gonna bum rush the point right now. Just jump on it and just hope for the best.
Yeah, there's gonna be an all-out fight over here.
Grab him in that caught like 4 of my face. Yep, I do believe King's gonna take this. Yep, team kill, that's gonna be the end of it. And Kings do take it. So they have no time left, but they did take both capture points.
Yeah, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, no time to go if they can go ahead and hold Night Owls at the door. I think there's going to have to be quite a bit of strategy for Night Owls to get around Royalty Kings, who are really strong on their, team's movements and things like that. So we'll have to see, but I don't know. I think Pipey will kind of get them moving along there, honestly, if he continues to play how he's playing for DPS.
Yeah, depending on the way Kings set themselves up on the first capture point, Night Owls are going to have to think about how to move forward, because I'm assuming Pipey's going to go, try to go through the window on the left, but I have a feeling Kings are going to know he's going to try for that, so he may have to be cautious on how he goes about it. You see Abzul going Symmetra, so more than likely they're going to try to teleport onto the point or do what Kings did and go on the top left and maybe try to go around. See Kings bringing in the double shield combination that they ran with on Rialto. They have a Junkrat of their own combined with Soldier this time.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do a Symmetra strat too, so I'm wondering if they're going to take the same approach, just to kind of get in there and start the fight, build those ultimates, and kind of smash it, but we'll see where they're going in a second here.
Yeah, Reinhardt's holding the doors. Wow. Right. Oh no, they went above the point. I thought they were going straight on. They went above.
Eliminated quickly in there. Symmetra didn't make it very far.
Yeah, and just ready and waiting for it. He's got 2 kills from that. Yeah, significant enough for Kings to hold it.
Yeah, and they get a res on, so everybody who needs to be here is currently here. That was a quick match. I mean, not match, fight, battle? What word do I want to use?
So it looks like they may, yeah, it looks like they're going to try to go for it again. I thought they were going to go straight onto the point, but now they went above it. I think they might try to do the same thing again. Nope, they went on the left side this time. Nice pull, pulling the Reinhardt down off that ledge, so now they don't have their shields. They gotta watch at top because Soldier and Mercy are right above them, bringing down fire. Mercy's still up there providing heals and keeping herself out of harm's way going through that window. Soldier's still behind him.
Yeah, looks like they were gonna get. Looks like there's a little bit of a fight on the back of the point here, but they're gonna have to quickly disengage to get Super, who could not get out with Abzul either. They're going to have 2 minutes on the clock here. That was a good push for them, though. It was seeming like it was going well. The Nano was, doing the job, but I think there was a little picks here and there that ended up slowing them down.
Yeah. This may end the same way it did for Kings on their attack, where maybe Night Owls will save all their ultimates and just move in at the last second and hopefully get that cap. But we see Abzul going Hanzo for the first time tonight, so we do get to see some sniper play. Higher attack visor coming in.
We have Tyre entering the room. It's going to be a little... Oh, excuse me, goes for Hanzo.
Yeah, Abzul, he's a force to be reckoned with. I still remember a lot of plays where he just mops the floor with some of his opponents, so I'm not surprised they use that tire just on himself.
I'm a little worried. We have Super and Floppy kind of here hiding out, maybe going for a little behind Shatter, or maybe they're trying to get out, but it was very quiet up there for them.
Less than 1 minute left, and this is match point. If Night Owls can't take this, then it's going to go to Kings, Royalty Kings. It'll be a clean sweep for them. They got one strong push in them.
It looks like they have someone stuck in the back line who's going to get staggered for the last fight, unfortunately. Oh, it breaks my heart, but it's a good strategy.
Yeah, Roadhog, run, boy. You might make it back in time as they just jump onto the point, but it's going to be tight.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to go have a Winston touch.
Yeah, it's what we got to do now. He was running up there trying to get that soul.
Trying to make it, he's in! He might not be there for long!
Fire coming in. Oh, just blocked by the immortality.
Oh, he's gonna get lifted and placed down. Royalty Kings might go for a full hold here.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be the end of it, and it is, and it's full shutdown from Kings. So that's going to be it for today.
3-0,
Play of the game.
And that... The Royalty Kings were not playing around today when they had planned to move on to the finals. They had their plans ready, moved together, decided quickly, and Night Owl was kind of going for, you know, that same energy, but Royalty Kings were just laying it on a little bit thicker, moving on to the finals.
Yeah. Nice to see the supports getting some cards here tonight. But, yeah, Royalty Kings, they did not joke around. They were not playing games. They knew what they wanted. They wanted to just come in and just look Night Owls in the eye and just take the win from them, and they did without a second remorse. They just came in and just won this with ease. But still, Night Owls did not go down easy. They went down fighting, but they are not eliminated. They just moved to the losers bracket, so they will be the team either you or Error 44 face next week after the second game we have tonight goes. And it looks like
Losers bracket is pretty long, but yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Looks like we'll have somebody from Royalty Kings to speak with us after this game tonight. It'll be Lubu, who was actually the soldier, I believe.
Yeah, very strong on the soldier up there with the Mercy on Hanamura just now. Like, moving and grooving up there, and a deadly force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, so we'll have a few words from him. I don't know if we'll have any from Night Owls. I believe they're done for tonight. But still, guys, I know you're not too thrilled with how the game played out, but you guys still have a chance to come back in next week's game. But thank you, Lubu, for joining us after your game tonight.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, watching you guys play tonight, I just... That first map on Lijiang Tower, I was amazed. I was amazed how fast that went. It just... You guys came in and just stomped them. Just came in with a fury, and they just couldn't stop it. Like, what do you guys do to prepare for this? Like, how do you guys coordinate how you're going to go about things?
Well, we've played a lot throughout the season. The same kind of maps in Lijiang and Nepal. We've played the same way throughout, and it works out very well for us. Probably Lijiang Tower is our best map. I don't think we've lost on it throughout the whole season. And we play the exact same way. We play Reinhardt, Zarya, Reaper, Symmetra, the whole full rush comp, but it suits our styles completely. before going into this as a team. As individual players, it's just what we like to play individually, and then we've switched a lot of the stuff up for the payload maps and the control map and the capture maps,
Payload?
the crappy ones. Yeah, the
Okay.
crappy ones like fucking Hanamura.
Those maps you guys don't really enjoy that much, like the
We
capture the point
not
ones?
going into it, not going into it, but we've got a lot better as a team, and we played very well as a team. There's been ups and downs throughout the season, but we played very, very well today.
Are there any like certain maps that you guys favor more than others? Like I know some people prefer hybrid maps, some people prefer payload, some prefer control. Like what do you guys think your best type of maps are?
I think that due to our play styles, I think that control is by far our favourite maps. We are very comfortable on control maps.
Yeah, I would have to agree based on how Lijiang Tower went by so quick. We thought we missed a round. After that, we were questioning ourselves for a second. We're like, wait, that was only 2 rounds. Did it really go by that fast?
See, they made it difficult for us on the control maps. We're usually quite comfortable with it, but they made it hard for us at some points, especially with the Farah. The Farah makes it a very different game than what we're used to. We're used to going up against a Symmetra May on the point and just rushing people down, so the Farah makes it a little bit more of a different scenario when we're not used to that, because not a lot of teams in this league have played Farah. So it was very interesting. It was quite difficult at points, such as on Hanamura attack. It made it very difficult for us to progress onto the point, and in the end we had to just use 6 ults and just get it across the line.
Yeah, I seen that you guys were just building up ultimates for that last push. And you had like 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, they're probably just gonna pop every ult they had and just hope for the best and hope it works out for them so they can get that cap. And it worked out for you guys. You took it all the way to the end, and the full hold on the second half. It's like, do you guys look at the map pools for the week and maybe like go in and use those maps as practice before that week goes in, or do you guys just do like competitive in your spare time?
There's a lot of us that play competitive. I'm not a massive fan of competitive myself, so I don't play it a lot often. But a lot of us are playing together and very comfortable with how each other play. So I think that goes into it, and we were pretty happy looking at the maps coming into this week, because these are some of our more favoured maps as a team. I don't think the scoreline necessarily reflects how the game went. I think they made it very tough for us at times.
Yeah, Night Owls definitely put in a tough fight, and they still have a chance to make it to the finals, but still, congrats to you guys. You guys move on to the finals of Season 4, so by the end of tonight we'll know, by the end of next week we'll know who you guys' opponents are going to be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Light, is there anything else you want to add here?
I am. So for you guys, like a lot of teams tend to play around ping. You know, it's where they're strongest, kind of at like closer to home, further they kind of make adjustments. But you guys seem consistent, like all the way through. Like, how do you guys kind of plan to play around ping, or do you guys just kind of like buckle down on your individual skills and know that works for you?
Yeah, we tend to buckle down on the individual skills. The ping obviously does make a difference. For me, the ping wasn't as bad today as it has been previously, but it's very difficult to play heroes like hit scans. I tried to play try and play more projectile heroes like Torbjorn, Hanzo, Reaper as my main character, and Reaper does pretty well into the ping issues. I necessarily do feel it on the hit scan, but we just kind of tend to just buckle down and just play to what we know, essentially.
Yeah, okay, that's like, I don't know. Were you guys like worried about the Pharah like at all? It seemed like IOWL wanted to kind of play this Pharah. The Pharah was looking very strong for Night Owls, but you guys were taking them out, unfortunately, just kind of like left and right. Fortunately for you guys, unfortunately for them. So how did you guys kind of like adjust for how IOWL's Pharah was going, or did you guys just kind of like strategize like we had to get her out of the air, like let's go, or how did that go for you?
Yeah, it was all prep work. We knew going into the game that the Pharah was going to be an issue for us. We just decided that we're going to stick to our guns on the control maps and just play the natural cover on the points. and then we can try and play some hit scan later on to try and deal with it. And I think that we've dealt with the issue pretty well.
Well, now that you guys are moving on to finals, I don't know your training or training regimen, group regimen, but are you guys looking to do any more training? Or are you guys just like ready to kind of step into the end here?
We're ready to look into try and get probably look to maybe play some teams in in our organisation and try and get ourselves prepared, play on the map pools, play on the maps often, and play competitive with each other to try and get ourselves into the feel and into the mood of the game coming up, because it's going to be a very nervous experience going into it. So we just need to get ourselves prepared for it.
Well, okay. It looks like Ons also wanted to get in here, but I can't seem to invite him.
Let me see if I can get him.
Yeah, thank you. He probably also wants to comment on today's epic win. I don't know. As our local witch,
I can't seem to get him either.
I'm in the game you are, but can't hear anyone. Chaos, any witch predictions for next week?
I'm not sure. I really can't say, not until we know who's going to be going up against Kings. I just know that whoever does make it up against them in 2 weeks from now, I think? Because next week is... I think next week maybe is the finals. But all I can say is whoever is going into it, they got a tough fight ahead of them, because the way we saw Kings play tonight, they're going to be in for it. They're going to have to bring not 100%, but 120% based on what we saw tonight.
Yeah, just organized teams. We have our local spokesman in Lubu, kindly offered by the Royalty Kings to us tonight. I can't seem to get on to in. Lubu, are you having any luck?
I can't invite to the group either. I think it might be the group leader.
Sure. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's my fault, because I'm on Xbox, not PlayStation, so maybe it's my fault. Sorry.
Because I can't invite
him either.
I can't invite to group. Yeah, I think it might be the group leader that has to do it.
Okay, well
I gave it over to you, Light.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Luvu, and we will see if we have any luck in that, because I wasn't able to invite him either. I would love to hear what he has to say, but this was Kings coming in hot, quick, and ready to go, and Night Owls fought very well, and I think they're going to have to enjoy some time, over the winter or summer if you're in the southern hemisphere. Oh, it's on friends only.
I didn't mean leader of the game, like leader of the group. Oh, because in the top right, so it's all got group chat. I think the Light is the leader of the group. I think Lineman needs to invite.
Okay, well, I'll make you group leader now.
Someone
said it's on friends only, but he's in the lobby. But honestly, Lubu's the group leader now, so
I'm his friend. I'm his friend. I can't seem to invite him to the group.
Well,
unless we jump into game chat, but
I think that's what we are using currently.
No, we're in group chat at the minute.
Yeah,
okay.
So there's group, team, and match. Excuse me. But I guess let's see if we can kind of get it to work. I no longer can move anybody, but he's in spectators. I guess if we all get on one team, so just put us in any slot, I guess.
I think he's left now.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, we'll try and get it in the next game if he wouldn't mind chatting with us afterwards. But thanks so much, Lubu, for talking to us. We really appreciate it, and good luck going to the finals.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the cast. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, we do what we can. Chaos, any last words?
Nope, just good luck to you guys in the finals. I hope I'm there to cast it for you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Alright, well, I am Light, that's Chaos, that was Luvu, and we are the International Overwatch League Minors. Royalty Kings walk away 3, and Night Owls, they move to the losers bracket, I believe, so they are not quite out yet, but we shall see you guys in the next game. Have a good night.